Massive news from UAD. One of their most popular plugin, Ocean Way Studio Deluxe, gets a major update. First of all, is now finally available as a native plugin. UAD-X format available as a perpetual license or with a Spark subscription, no UAD hardware needed. But the plugin itself gets so much better with not one, but 3 Putnam design Reverb Chambers, integrated studio electronics from Ocean Way's consoles and outboard racks, with the legendary Focusrite 110 EQ and filters for Studio A, and Dalcon console with API EQs for Studio B, classic dynamics like Fairchild 670, LA2A 1176s, and DBX 160, a totally new A-type and crash dynamic processors, new remiking systems like Bill Putnam Uri A13s and Altec 2As, and a lot more, and I'm gonna show you everything in this video. Let's go! Hello everyone, welcome back to McSolaar TV. Hope you guys are having a great day. Before we start, as usual, check the info box down below for free plugin special discounts and offers, and of course link to the new UAD Ocean Way Studios Deluxe. If you want to book mix and mastering with me, go to the website mixbesttv.com. In there you can also find all the mix and mastering courses available, and if you want to access the exclusive library of in-depth mix and mastering videos here on YouTube, click the join button, become a MixBest TV member, and if you want to support the channel, please consider using the super thanks or grab some merch. Let's get to the video. Here we are looking at the new UAD-X, so native form Ocean Way Studio Deluxe. We are already familiar with the core of this plugin, and we also covered the Studio City plugin from UAD here on the channel. So we'll focus more on what's new on this plugin. And as you can see, by default, we see Studio B. This is the effect rack view. If we click here, we have the mixer view with the close mic, the room mics 1, the room mics 2, and for each one we have high pass and low pass filters. We have flip phase, and also we have the align button to align the microphones. Otherwise, we can change the distance manually. You can see the GUI reflects what I'm changing right now. The close mic distance, room 1 distance here, and the room 2. You can also grab these and drag them yourself with the mouse. In effect mode in Studio B, we have our EQ at the top, 3-band EQ. We have the dynamic section. Each section, of course, you can turn it on and off independently with this in button here. In the new dynamic section, we have the VCA 160, the new A-type Air Crush LA2A 670 and 1176 with a sidechain filter with 2 settings for the high pass. This, of course, high pass the detector of the sidechain, amount, and mix knob. Below that, we have the new 3 chambers, Bill Putnam designed 3 chambers, A, D, and W with an amount knob, a control for the decay of this reverb chambers, and also pre-delay and width knob. For Studio A instead, if we switch this, we can see from the look, this is the legendary Focusrite 110. We have, again, the 3-band EQ at the top with the same choices for the dynamics and for the chambers. It's cool to notice that in this new version, let's say I just select a random group of microphone here, touch the EQ a little. If I keep the shift button pressed and I switch from Studio A and Studio B, the plugin will retain my microphones and EQ choices. Check this out. And you can see my microphones at the bottom are the same, and the EQ is from Studio A. That's pretty cool if you just want to change the rooms without changing the signal path or the microphone choices. If instead I do my changes and I don't hold the shift button and I switch, then it will go back to my previous selection that I had in Studio B. So this is a very cool function. Working with this plugin, I found this very useful. I can pick my microphones, my 3 different pairs, and then switch rooms and switch studios. It's very cool. You will hear it in a minute. A quick rundown of the Ocean Way Studios for those who are not familiar with this pretty amazing plugin. First of all, we have 2 modes. This is the most important control that apparently so many people get wrong. We have a remic mode and a reverb mode. The remic mode basically simulates you re-recording whatever signal are you feeding into the plugin through the Ocean Way hardware and microphones and everything, okay? So this is basically a simulation of you re-recording in those studios. And then we have the reverb mode, and you use this mode just to use the room sound, so as a reverb. This is very important because this dictates how you use the plugin in the first place. So I have a dry acoustic guitar. Let's start. Okay, I'm in default settings, and if I activate this in remic mode, notice one thing, the dry wet is locked, because in remic mode, we are simulating a re-recording process. So there's no dry wet. This is the entire signal chain, okay? And notice also that I am purposely in drum room right now, in both Studio A and Studio B. I switched. This is because the plugin has different rooms that were usually used for drums. The wall position, the corner position, acoustic, a solo, piano, speakers. We have the vocal room right here. We have ensemble. But that doesn't mean that you cannot place an acoustic guitar in a drum room. In fact, I very much like that. So experiment with the different rooms that were usually used for a given instrument with anything you want. While if we go back to the corner and we go in reverb mode, now our dry wet is active and I can add the room sound to my dry signal. So this is the reason as to why this plugin is so loved. It sounds just freaking amazing, just default settings, mix knob, and you're really good to go. You're sounding like $1 million studio, and it's so legit. If we go and take a listen quickly to the rooms, this is the solo acoustic. We have the speakers, PA. We have cabinets, which for acoustic guitar are not really the best choice, but all right, so they all sound absolutely amazing, and you can see I'm not even touching settings, just the different positioning and the different rooms have completely different, not just sound stage in the stereo field, but front to back. You can completely feel the physical space where this guitar is positioned closer to you or further away. This is one of the most legit room emulation, simulation, call it the way you want, that is out there, has been for a long time, and this new version is mind-blowing. This is an absolutely insane upgrade. Let's go to Studio A and just hear the rooms here. Let's try, I'm gonna go in Studio B because I kinda like this one specifically for acoustic guitar. I'm gonna go solo and I'm gonna use the remic, and you can see our solo gets engaged again. And I'm gonna just use the close mic to show you how the remiking works. Okay, so these are the close mics that you would put in front of the acoustic guitar, and you can hear it changes from this flat sound . All right, and here, if you have a little bit of boominess, this is where you would use the EQ. We want to add the dynamics to this. Right now I'm using the close mic. We have, of course, a great selection of different microphones. We've seen and heard these three. We can add the room here. And what I like to do actually is solo the room first to pick my mic pair. And then go to the mixer and just decide the level of it. And you hear that different pairs have different positions. So the MKH20 are this position here, and then we go closer stereo image with the M50s, and again wide again with the KM54, U87 even wider. Okay, I'm gonna go in reverb mode. And let's hear the chambers. Okay, now if I want to keep this selection, I just press Shift and go to Studio A. Check this out. You could also have a quick selection right here. So if you don't want to keep this panel open, you can keep it closed once you got your settings and add the equalizer, dynamics, and chambers directly from here. This thing sounds absolutely fantastic. I want to try it on drums because this is a go-to for drums. I'm using a totally dry drums, no ambient whatsoever. Sounds like this. Okay, and I'm using reverb mode for this. And again, you can put your drum in your ensemble room. I really love the new Crush dynamics for drums here. And you can see you can also change for some pair of microphones if you want cardioid or omni. I actually like the C12A here in omni. These are really beefy, the QA3A. Let's try room 2. I love this. I could play with this all day. And also we have extra control like mono button. We have swap left and right here. Let's try this on a piano because we have a piano room. Piano right there, reverb mode again. Actually, we could try the remic on the piano and see how it goes. Play with the alignment and the distances because that changes a lot. You can hear changing the depth and the stereo field just by changing the polar pattern of the mic, and they just sound so good. Let's go reverb mode. How wide is the W chamber? It's beautiful. Like I said, this is one of the most realistic room sound that I've ever heard, and it's very cool that finally we have it in native form and with all the dynamics. The chambers sound so good that you could just use those as a reverb. This is great on vocals as well. It's actually very, very impressive on vocals. Try vocals as a reverb only. And I'm gonna show you a cool trick. I have this stack of vocals here. So I have one lead mono center and two harmonies. Let me play it for you.
Oh, what a beautiful Sunday.
All right, and I'm gonna position them in different rooms and give an actual sense of space. We'll try vocal solo. We start here.
Oh, what a beautiful Sunday.
This is incredibly realistic, just this alone.
Oh, what a beautiful Sunday. Want you to know you're the one that I love. Heard that it sounds like a cliche, but you're my one and only.
All right, I talked so many times about those invisible ambient, right, that I really like. That's it. This is so great and it sounds so legit.
Oh, what a beautiful Sunday. Want you to know you're the one that I love.
I'm gonna stick to the LA2A for now.
Oh, what a beautiful Sunday. Want you to know you're the one that I love.
All right, let's do the two doubles and see where we end up. We can actually place them further away, right? So I'm gonna do vocal group and let's start each one individually.
Oh, what a beautiful Sunday. Want you to know you're the one.
I'm gonna stick with these for room 1 and room 2.
Oh, what a beautiful Sunday. Want you to know you're the one that.
Okay, I'm 54, and then let's blend it.
Oh, what a beautiful Sunday. Want you to know you're the one that I love. Heard that it sounds like a cliche, but
Let's do something weird. Let's put this one in ensemble room and see how it sounds.
oh, what a beautiful Sunday. Want you to know you're the one that I love.
And all together.
Oh, what a beautiful Sunday. Want you to know you're the one that I love. Heard that it sounds like a cliche, but you.
That is so cool. Imagine like the things that you can do with this. This really is like having Ocean Studios at your fingertips, because you can literally place the solo vocalist in, you know, the little vocal booth in the corner right there, and the harmonies and the background vocals in a bigger room. Actually, let me see, we could do a different studio here for the background, see how it sounds. This is fun.
Oh, what a beautiful Sunday. Want you to know you're the one that I love. Heard that it sounds like a cliche, but you're my one and only.
That's pretty cool. The only thing I wish I had is an EQ for the chambers. Although I think you can adjust it from here and find a setting that works. But that would be the only thing, but you know, it's just me because I'm a control freak. And I think this is it. Like I said, these are all the new updates for the Ocean Wayne Studio Deluxe by UAD. We now have it in native form, UAD-X, no need for UAD hardware. This, I think, is gonna make a lot of people happy. The link is gonna be in the info box down below. If you liked the video, please don't forget to leave a like, comment. If you got questions, I'll do my best to respond to everybody. If you wanna book mix and mastering with me, go to the website mixbustv.com. So for all the mixing and mastering courses, become a MixBustV member, access the exclusive library of in-depth mixing and mastering videos here on the channel, get all the perks, and if you wanna support MixBustV, please consider using the super thanks and grab some merch. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Stay safe. See you next time.